Okay. Welcome back to the SpeedRacinJason Podcast. This should be episode 11, if I'm remembering correctly. And I'm here sitting down with who? Who are you?
I am Camino Kyle.
Yes, you are. And I think you're sounding pretty good on that microphone over there. Yeah. I was just telling everyone else, you're a new friend I met through the internet, which is always a good start to a friendship.
Yeah.
Meet people through the internet.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're creepy. Sometimes they lead you down a long gravel road out to his office to make you film a podcast.
That's all right.
But yeah, so you're El Camino Kyle. You got your own YouTube channel?
I do.
Yes, sir. And yeah, so you hit me up on Instagram DMs. You were like, yo, Spain told me about you from... Yeah. And for the audience that doesn't know, Spain would be our World of Speed instructor that I had and then you also had.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about any of your World of Speed experiences?
Well, I think that we should shed some light on Spain himself because, he's the reason we're here.
Yes, sir.
Love the man.
Yes.
He's great.
He's probably the coolest dude. I'd have to, I don't even know how you describe him, but he's almost like a dad.
Except not really.
Yeah, he's kind of like, did you ever watch Eastbound and Down?
With Smoking the Bandit?
Well, yeah, so that's like where the song came from, and then they stole like that lyric for this TV show, and it has this guy named Kenny Powers, and it's it's hilarious, but he's like this funny redneck character, and Spain's like a little bit mixed with him, mixed with like a dad, mixed with just a cool-ass teacher. You
know who he reminds me of, though? Have you seen the comedy skit The Machine by Bert Kreischer?
Oh, yes.
They look the exact same jokes, same voice.
Yeah, they do kind of look
but just red beard.
Now that you're saying that, he does kind of look real familiar. Yeah. That's funny, man. Yeah. He does kind of look like a Bert Kreischer. Either way, all I know is he never let me film him in any of my YouTube videos. So
yeah, I haven't. Yeah. Because he showed me your video of the stop sign skid plate,
and I put him in for a brief second.
Yeah, and he's like, "Here, I'm right here. Watch me run away."
Will you turn that mic down just a tiny bit?
Yeah.
I like that you actually project your voice, bro. You got one like me. You yell a little bit, but I'm totally down with that. But yeah, exactly. He runs away just right in the background, and I'm like, I just watched that video not too long ago. Check that one out. I'll link it down below. But the old stop sign skid plate that's filmed in World of Speed. That's one of the OG videos, and that man, I wouldn't say encouraged me to keep going. I think he made fun of me a little bit, but it was one of those I'll show you type of things. Yeah. I was like, bro, I'm gonna be famous. You don't even know. And then guess what happened? I didn't get famous. Yeah. So I mean, he was right, but he's still a cool dude. Not yet. Yeah. We're hoping to make it happen here today with this podcast, bro. We're gonna break the internet tonight. They're gonna be like, "Oh, what? El Camino time, SpeedRacinJason, crisscross."
The collab of the century.
The collab of the century.
Yeah. Have you networked with any other YouTubers?
Do you know Haggard Garage?
No, is he local?
No, so they were really, really popular. They had 500,000 subscribers, and it was this huge group of kids all from the East Coast, and it was this gang of kids, and then it was originally just a few members, and then it was all these members, and then they broke it off, so it was East and South. Okay. Or South and North, Haggard North and Haggard South. So they had people down there and people on the East Coast, all on the East Coast, but North and South,
Yeah.
And then I had a friend that was he was a local YouTuber. His name was Caleb Quanbeck, and he was growing his channel pretty significantly, and he was doing all the drifting content, and he ended up moving down to Florida with those guys from Haggard Garage and living in the same house. And so I messaged him because I had a little bit of an in, and I was like, hey bro, let me send you guys a housewarming gift, and he was like, fuck yeah, man, because I met him out at Pass Acres, the drift track, and when I did, I gave him a business card, I gave him my stickers, I gave him everything, and he's like, who are you, bro? You're more prepared than I am, and he's laughing because he's a couple years older than or a good couple years older than I am, I think. Yeah. And so yeah, I messaged him. I was like, let me send you a housewarming gift. So I made custom SpeedRacinJason shirts for every single one of the Haggard, or not every single one, but a lot of the Haggard Garage main characters, right? And then I shipped that shit down to him, filled it with SpeedRacinJason stickers. There's a video on that. I'll link that down below too. But I sent that all down to him, and that night I gained like 900 subscribers. Really? Yeah, like because they both posted videos about it, on their channels. One, and he had like 100,000 at the time, and they had like 500,000 at the time. Yeah.
That's dedication.
So that was like a massive collab, but that was like right when I started.
Yeah.
Because I had all my good ideas when I first started. I'm out now, bro. I'm fucking.
Yeah, it gets down there. Like, I made a list of all my ideas, and
yeah,
you get to some of them, and then they just go out the window.
Exactly.
The rest of them.
But who else have I collabed with? I think I've done. I did something with my friend Chase Hagfeld, which he doesn't have like a big following, which blows my mind. Like, I'll have to show you some of his edits, but he did this edit of me drifting my 240 in the snow, and I was wearing elf pants and shit, and he puts them together, man, and he does some bangers. So I've worked with him a few times on a couple little things, and then other than that though, I don't think so. Who have you branched out other than me, or am I taking your branching out virginity right now?
I believe you are taking my virginity. Yeah, I haven't ever filmed anything, but I have reached out, over the internet, like, I'm more your drift stuff, I'm old stuff.
Yeah.
I've messaged back and forth in the comment section and DM'd with a few guys that are all, probably most being 10,000 subs.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, that's the way to do it, is you got to network, it's just kind of hard, especially like, finding someone that's like kind of in the same niche, But fuck, man. I don't know if I'm supposed to swear, but I think I can. But
it's your show.
Yeah, it is my show. But I was like, I don't know. You're a young boy. You're 18. I'm sorry. Okay.
Good.
What was I saying?
Networking.
Yeah. I kind of screwed that up because I went off on a train with the swear word. But man, I lost that thought.
I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
It's not really networking for me. It's more of just, I'm an addict. I just want to talk cars. I'll talk to anybody that will listen.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I was like, dude, and then I dropped the F word. I was like, you're just like a younger, more handsome version than I am, bro. You got your car stuff, and you're on YouTube, and you're like more successful than I am already, I think.
I've got like 10 more subs or something.
I'm just kidding. Either way, bro, we meet. I think it's like a golden like little matchup right here, because exactly what you just said. You focus in on all the older cars and all like the old muscle stuff. I like that. I definitely have an appreciation for it. And then, I got some of the more drifty whips. You know what I'm saying? A little skirt. My crowd is lowered cars, I would say, for sure, and not Hondas. Yeah.
Yeah, I respect that. It's not my niche, but there's crossover. I drift.
Yeah,
I get it sideways.
I was waiting for you to huck the El Camino on the way.
I thought about it behind you. I really did.
That's so funny.
We can do that later.
We should get into that, because the audience might not necessarily know. I mean, any people that you drag on over to watch this thing that we call a podcast, they'll know what you got, but you have an El Camino and then you have a Corvair. You got to talk about.
You want to should I tell you the whole timeline?
Yeah, tell me the whole timeline, man. I'm down to hear.
All right, so
let's hear the origin stories of this El Camino Kyle.
It all started probably about 4 years ago. I remember it vividly. It was last day of school, 8th grade. Got off the bus, walking down my driveway, and there was just this weird ass orange truck car in my driveway. I walk in, I'm like, Dad, who's here? Who drove that? What is it? He's like, oh, that's for you. Go look at it. And he's like, it's an El Camino. I got it for you and your brother. First car. It's utilitarian. It's a car. It's a truck.
That's where I'm about to interject real fast. What is a El Camino technically labeled? Is it a car or a pickup?
On the title, it's a truck.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
But there is a debate about car or truck.
Yeah.
But yeah, he really likes the weird stuff. So when I get into the Corvair, you'll kind of start piecing things together. But car, truck, muscle, whatever. Not lifted, of course, because it's more muscle. But we got that. He wanted me to learn how to do oil changes, all the basic stuff, so I could save a few bucks. And then I he's probably kicking himself in the ass right now because, that just started.
He started off this habit that you've gone
addiction.
down.
Yeah, so from there, of course, I wanted another car. I'm sure you've gone through that.
Yes.
So this girl, after a while of networking yourself through school and, people seeing you drive this loud orange thing,
exactly,
they associate you with old cars. And this one girl came up to me and she was like, hey, there's this guy who lives right around the corner from you. He's got the same car as you. And I was like, okay, because, I told you earlier that, like, people call it a Camaro or a Charger. They all think
what
they
was
look the
the
same.
Ford version of the El
Ranchero.
Yeah. And those are real similar, right?
Yeah, they've got uglier front ends for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically the same thing.
I feel you. Just on those Rancheros, bro. You're El Camino Kyle. You're not messing with that.
Yeah. There's also like Subaru Brats.
Yeah, that's actually what I was about to say when you were first saying the weird stuff. I was like, dude, you need a Subaru Brat. It's just a smaller El Camino.
And I actually am working on getting a Subaru right now that I think you might like.
Yeah?
But so
I'll have to see it once if anything happens.
I think I've actually got like one video on it right now, maybe two. I forget.
We'll have to keep it in secrecy right now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's just,
you got to make your audience wait, man.
Yeah.
Make them wait.
It's just not running right now. So.
I feel it. That's even better. Make them wait for sure then.
Yeah. So yeah, I took this girl's word for it. I went over and it was an El Camino. My orange one's an 83. This guy's was an 81. So I knock on the door and this lady, middle-aged answers. She's in like this nursing gown. And I was like, hey, is that your El Camino out in the yard? And she's like, no, that's Milford's. And I was like, oh, who's Milford? Can I meet him? And then she's like, oh, you'll have to come back. He's sleeping right now. And then sure enough, this like 5 foot tall, 97-year-old man with a crisp white mustache comes up behind her. He's like, how can I help you? And then I talked to him, tried buying the El Camino. He's like, no, I used it just last week. I drove about an hour and a half through town to get this special type of redwood that I needed because I'm building a deck in my backyard.
Yeah.
And he's fucking...
Dude, he's like 97.
Yeah.
He's just still the coolest man.
Well,
this was back in Texas, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
down in Texas.
Yep. Those are different human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's down there. He's like, I'm living till 110, bro. I'm going to keep working.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that he talks like that. That's way more.
Yeah.
That's like Louisiana.
Yeah.
That's a ding type accent. Keep talking though.
Yeah, so, I went over there to buy the car. He told me no, but, I was going to be nice about it. And he talked to me for probably about an hour.
Yeah.
Told me he was a professional jazz musician. He was a pilot in World War II. He told me his whole family history. I heard everything.
Is he the Dos Equis guy?
No.
Most interesting man in the world.
He is pretty interesting, but no, he that guy was... I think he was a garbage man. That's how they found him. That's what I heard. I don't know.
The Dos Equis guy?
Yeah.
That's
I don't know
awesome.
if it's true, though.
They just saw him and they're like,
yeah,
hey.
We need you.
Yeah. He looks like the most interesting man in the world. You get him in a suit. Dos Equis.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I keep interrupting.
No worries. I like this. But, yeah, I heard his whole life story. I walked away at a loss. I left my name and number on a card. I said, thank you for talking to me. Then about 3 months later, he called me, hey, my wife passed away. I'm downsizing. I was like, okay, how much do you want for it? And he's like, $5,000. I was like, no, I'm sorry, but no. And then I was like, let me know if you ever need anything, though. And then 2 months after that, he called me. He's like, hey, I'm too old to get on a ladder. I need you to come clean my gutters. So I was like, okay. I went and cleaned his gutters. And then... yeah, he's like, after that, he's told me, when can you come back next? And I was like, okay, I guess this is going to turn into a thing. Yeah. I didn't expect this. And then just after a while, he actually saw my orange El Camino, and he's like, wow, I love the paint on that. And I was like, yeah, that's the whole reason I came over here, because I wanted yours. He told me, well, I tell you what, if you work for me like 3 days a week, after a few weeks, I will give you the car.
Damn.
So that's what happened. It wasn't anything special. That's the only car I've ever sold, and I miss it like hell now.
Yeah.
The thing was bulletproof. But in between first meeting Milford and getting the car, my dad found the Corvair on Craigslist, and he's like, you need this. So we went and looked at that. And for the people that don't know, it's a 65 Monza, so it's the first year of the second gen. It's a rear-wheel drive, rear-engine Chevy. It's the only thing that Chevy made as a rear engine besides now the C8 Corvette. And it's 2-speed power glide, 6-cylinder, modeled after like the Porsche Boxer engine. Super weird, super sexy. The lines are great. The paint on it is magnificent.
You got videos on that as well?
Yeah, I do. I'm doing like
Check
some
him out.
quality work. Yeah.
Check him out. That's why he's here.
Yeah. Or
Go find him.
I don't know if you've done this, but I can send you some clips that you throw up.
Oh yeah, we can totally toss them in here.
Yeah. So got that, and then of course I was in the process of getting the El Camino. So then I drove that into my driveway one day, and my dad was like, no.
Yeah.
And then my mom came home and she was chewing him out, and he's like, no, it's fine. It'll make a great car for my younger brother. That never happened. So I had 3 cars just sitting in my driveway, rotting away. I took up both spaces in the garage for the Corvair and the orange El Camino. They did not like that.
Yep.
And then, yeah, I moved up to Texas 6 months ago, 8 months ago now. It was in June. So I had to sell one of them, and I could bring 2 up here. Of course, I sold the white one because that was the least valuable.
Yeah.
Then I came up here. What I got from there was my dad and I got my mom a 79 Super Beetle convertible.
Nice.
For their anniversary.
I like that.
So
That's cool.
That's in the garage. The Corvair's in the garage. And then on the street is the El Camino. And then in my buddy's house just about 4 months ago, I got a 68 Mercury Cougar that was a drag car down in Newburgh. And
I think I saw that on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, that's been taking most of my time lately. I'm doing a transmission rebuild because it blew up, and it's actually going to be in the Portland Roadster show over spring break, so I got to get that done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the most badass car that I have right now, but there's... Yeah, so in my buddy's garage, or in his barn, is a 1978 Subaru GL wagon. It's a 4-speed, 4-cylinder, 4-wheel drive wagon.
That's awesome.
It's so badass.
Dude, I like that.
I've got that. And then one that I completely forgot was, you already know about it, the 1981 Dodge Omni Charger 2.2 liter inline 4 front wheel drive piece of shit. We can dive into that thing. That's a story on its own if you want.
Yeah, man, take it wherever you want. I brought you in to share these stories and talk about because I think you're definitely worth a YouTube search, if you know what I'm saying.
Thank you.
You can find you can fact check pretty much all of this on your channel, you know. So,
and besides the ones that I just mentioned, I've probably got 8 or so other project cars. We've got a Series 1 Datsun 240Z that we're about to get into.
That's super cool. I like that a lot.
And then the 2 Jeep J4000s, a 68 AMC Rebel. I'm going to be fixing I think it's a 68 GMC. Looking at a 69 Firebird. I'm working on a guy's 94 Miata. It's a race car for a Lucky Dog Racing. Just got into that. But yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. Going back to the Omni. So I had some buddies at school. I came across something called the 24 Hours of Lemons. Yes. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey guys, I really want to do this. You want to split the cost with me and we can all do it? And they're like, hell yes. Yeah. So went on Craigslist. I'm probably making some gross sounds in the mic.
Oh, you're good, bro. These people are used to it. They like the gross stuff. They're like, turn it up.
Yeah. So searched high and low on Craigslist. I came across a 1981 Dodge Omni. I'll give you a photo that you can throw up.
Yeah.
And it was listed for, I think, $800.
Yeah. And how many friends split the cost?
There was 5 of us.
So what is that, like $120?
I'm getting there. Okay. I'm getting there. I am a shrewd ass negotiator. After I told the guy what we were using it for, I was like, look, what's the best you can do?
Yeah.
That's what I started.
Isn't the lemon supposed to be $500?
Or less. And he's like, look, $300. I was like,
nice.
I'll take it right there.
So you split it between 5 people, so like $70 a person.
Yeah, it was
to
like
get in
60,
on this Omni.
70, yeah. But you can't forget registration fees, roll cage, fire suppression system, suit, everything.
Yeah.
So we get this thing that was, I think, March.
I'm just saying I'm bad at investments, and if someone told me I could get a car for $70 and didn't tell me anything about the rest of it, I'm totally giving them $70.
Yeah. Before you even see it, just take my money, go buy it for me.
Yeah, exactly.
But that was March of 2019. It was like the 10th or 11th, if I remember correctly. Bought it, and then it sat for a few months. The race was in November. And then all of a sudden, one of my buddies who worked on at a restoration shop called Martin Bros Customs out in Johnson City, Texas. They have a show on Motor Trend called Iron Resurrection.
Yeah.
He called our group.
We've been watching that lately. Go check that out. It's on the Motor Trend channel, correct?
Yeah, it is.
At least it is for my Dish Network. I don't know what anyone else got.
You watch it regularly?
Yeah. Like, we watch it. I don't know. That's the only channel that's really on. It's either that. So, like, either my dad turns on Motor Trend channel or my mom turns on ID, like the investigative discovery, like the murder porn. Yeah, like, they just watch. Like, that's the only 2 things that are on my TV in the household. Yeah. So I feel you. But, yeah, keep talking.
So they've got a channel on Motor Trend, and my buddy works at that shop doing small-time stuff. He's actually getting more involved with them this season.
Yeah.
But gives our group a call. He's like, hey, I think they want us on the show. They will let us bring it there, and they will let us build it on the show. Yeah. And at the time, we were just had it stashed in my buddy's tree row.
So you were still living in Texas at the time? Yeah. So it made it way easier to get to the shop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we brought it over to their shop, and then halfway through the build, I moved up here. But we were building it there, filming with it, and I moved up here, and then they completed like the back half of the build when I was up here. And then in November, I flew down, and we raced it at MSR Houston, down in Houston, Texas. And
dude, that's super cool. You're like a professional. You flew into your race?
Yeah, I flew in. Yeah, the back of the plane, middle seat.
First class, I hear.
But, yeah. So I've got a video on that whole experience, but I'll dive a little bit into that.
Yeah.
We got it there, and I was like, look, guys, I was pounding them when I was living up here in Oregon. I was like, I am not paying to fly down to Texas because I don't even want to see you guys anymore. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, you got to go through the checklist, back, forward, side to side, up and down, whatever.
Because you don't want to fly out and not be able to drive.
Past tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, because we've already got probably like $2,000 or $3,000 in the car collectively. So I just keep pounding them. I was like the team captain. And fly down there. Of course, we take it through tech. We do not pass with flying colors. The roll cage failed. They were completely shitting on us. They're like, who built this? And my buddy was standing right there. He's
and
the
you're
one
like,
that built
that
it.
one.
Yeah, but we didn't say that. And they're like, look, there's a welder on the track. He's over there. Go take it to him. See if he can fix it by tomorrow morning when the race starts. And we will completely throw out the window your electrical shutoff that's wired correctly, this, that, and the other. So we take it to that guy. He chopped the floor to shit, but he fixed it. And so they're like, look, we'll pass you. You can race it this race and never, ever bring it back again.
Yeah.
So we race it. And it was funny because we were the only car there that was actually under $500.
Yeah.
And we were probably the youngest people there by 10 or 15 years.
Oh, for sure.
So we really stood out, and it was just a lemon. It was a yellow.
Yeah, it was an
cheese
actual
wedge.
lemon.
Yeah,
Like.
yeah. And so we drew a lot of attention. The first day, we only threw a belt. Yeah. It was amazing. We drove I think it was 8 or 10 hours that day.
That's
no problems. And then we hit the showers that night while all the old 60-year-old men were wrenching under their cars, cursing, and we were just laughing our asses off hitting the showers.
Yeah, because you guys just kind of sent it through. You didn't break down.
We didn't do any mods, so it didn't break. And so the next morning we had clutch issues, and it'd push the clutch in, and then all of a sudden it'd pop and then just hit the floor.
Yeah.
The teeth on the clutch pedal were just shot, so we got a cable and we drilled a hole in the clutch pedal, put a bolt through it, wrapped the cable around it, and then bolted that down, and it worked as a clutch.
Yeah.
Got through the second day. It didn't go into third most of the time. You'd go into third, you'd hit neutral, and then you'd just jam it.
Yeah.
Eventually you'd get it. But
that's how my 240 is in general. First gear it really does not like going into.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think we finished 7th
in the race
in our class.
Oh, in our
class. Yeah. We won organizer's choice. They said it was the ugliest, the loudest, crappiest, rustiest piece of crap that they've seen in like 211 races or something.
Damn.
We raced alongside Travis Pastrana, and while I was driving the car, my buddies were talking to him, and he's like, "Have you guys seen that that bunny out there? It like cuts me off, and that thing drifts around the corners." And they're like, "Oh yeah, that's our car."
Dude, that's so funny. Yeah. That's so cool that you had that experience.
Yeah.
You know. Keep talking. I gotta turn off the camera just real fast. I go like this.
It does that. 30-minute blackout screen.
Exactly. You know the deal, and if you're a returning viewer, you know the deal as well. But it likes to black out after about 30 minutes. So around that 30-minute mark, if I got a good break, I just hop up real fast and do it beforehand. Because, man, I don't know if you feel like that, but we're already at 30.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, bro. Time flies in here. Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah. This is like a time warp.
But I guess the last thing I want to say about that lemon is, we got that thing on 3 wheels around every corner. My buddy actually got it on 2 wheels once, so we had to take it into the pit because we got a black flag. He shredded the tires. We put on our only set of other wheels and tires. We put spacers on the wheel studs.
Oh, God.
Bolted it on, sent our worst driver out there. He made it 2 laps and then came into pit because he said around the corners it was shaking. And then my buddies were waiting for him at the pit. I went to meet him on his way back, and he was coming at me, and then the wheel just rolled right by me.
Oh, my
God. Came crashing down. I was picking up all the washers, making sure nobody saw. Oh. And then that was like 10 minutes before the end of the race. We put like 3 15-inch rims on it and 1 14-inch.
Yeah.
And sent him back out there. He stalled it.
That's hilarious.
We just got towed through the finish line.
Did you just whip in with one 2-inch smaller wheel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I've actually been having a little bit of tire problems myself. You don't even know this, but I just had to pump my tire up before I came and met you because I have a nail in it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the nail in it yesterday, but I was like, screw it. And I didn't go yesterday. And then today we started planning, and I was like, I guess I'm not making it today. But, I was kind of thinking as long as I don't pull the nail out, it just leaks way slower.
Take it to Discount Tire. They fix it for free.
Exactly. That's where I got to go now.
Yeah.
I got to do that probably I was going to probably do that after this, but it'll probably be kind of getting close, and I don't really care. So I'll just pump it back up, drive the 5 minutes down the road, and go do it one of these days. But I was laughing hysterically because I was like, dude, hopefully, Abby didn't even want to ride in the car. She's like, dude, if you get a flat tire over there, I'm going to beat the shit out of you, I think.
Just make sure it doesn't turn into a run flat, because then you got to buy a whole new tire.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I got a couple extra tires too. That was my other thing. Is I'm like, should I just pop them on? Because I bought the same. I bought the exact same set. It's a Dodge Caliber, and my uncle had a Dodge Caravan, and he scrapped it, and so he had all the wheels. So I bought all, but they're the exact same size and wheel. They just have a little bit different of a face on the actual spoke.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you again for these stickers. I'm looking at them right here, and they are dope. I like them a lot. Go check them out. Like I said, El Camino Kyle. Yeah, man. So you did the lemon race, and then so you're still down there. You flew back down there for the race. So you're living up here now. So you had already started going to World of Speed and going to school and everything.
Yeah.
So what's it like? What's the differences between here and Texas, you think?
Only thing is rain and pine trees, really.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's the same.
Really?
I like it because what I like telling people that ask is the 9 months that it rains here, it's 9 months of 110-degree weather down there.
Yeah.
So, rain gets old after a while, but it's better, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so crazy, because I'm looking at it like this. I'm like, I hate this rain, bro. I'm waiting for global warming to really set in so I can get the Austin, Texas weather right here in my Portland. I'm just kidding. That was fucked up. But no, I feel you though. I mean, I bet you it does kind of get old after a while. You're like, dude, I'm baking out here. You're like melting pieces in your car and stuff.
And I only wear pants. I do not wear shorts.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I'll rock the pants, but no shirt.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, bro. You got to be like Larry the Enticer.
Oh, yeah.
You like him?
Yeah.
Dude,
he kind of died out, though.
He kind of did, but he's like, do you, what's Ronnie Mac? I couldn't think of him. Do you know Ronnie Mac, the guy on the dirt bike?
Sounds familiar.
He's pretty good friends with him now, so they do a lot of collabs and stuff. They're both like these hillbilly characters, but it's pretty funny.
I saw that Larry Enticer and like Roman Outwood went to Travis Pastrana's house and they were ripping.
Yeah. I don't think I saw that. I'll have to check that one out. That's funny. All those guys are crazy, That's what we got to get going here in Oregon, bro. We got to get this gang of people that are some big name YouTubers. We get this circle going. We can be Joe Rogan, bro.
Yeah. Might have to pay him though, and I've got $0 in my bank account right now. So.
Yeah, bro. I don't have any money at all.
Like, that's what you mentioned.
I'm always poor.
Yeah, you mentioned me siphoning gas, and like just yesterday, I ran out of gas in 2 of my cars, but the Cougar has a full tank, but it doesn't drive because of the transmission. So I siphoned out of that, put it in my other car.
Yeah, I was laughing, and this is in one of his videos. Go check it out. But he's siphoning the gas, and he's going the old school method. Just got that mouth siphon, which is always awesome to see. It looks like you're in a zombie flick, bro. In your backyard, you're like. I was like, listen, bro, you should probably stay off of that. No huffing gas out there, Kyle. We like you. We don't want to see you brain dead. Yeah. Listen, there's a few people, out there. I'm like, I don't want you getting hooked on it. Gasoline is a gateway to spray paint, bro. Behind an Ace Hardware. That's what. I'm just kidding. That's funny though. What I felt like we were going into something right there though.
We were, and I just
I screwed it up.
This is kind of I guess he's not even my realm because he's like the newer trucks. But have you heard of zip ties and bias plies?
No, zip ties and what?
Bias plies.
Bias plies?
Yeah, you need to check him out. He's this guy, one-legged peg. He's got a peg leg. He's from Alberta, Canada. He's just he's so racist. He's so vulgar. He does the big 7.3 IDI diesel trucks. He's just got a complete scrapyard in his backyard. Yeah. He just, like, my favorite video of his is how to wheelie a 1-ton. He's got a truck with a flatbed on it, and then he has a candy van on the back just chained to the front of the truck. And he does a wheelies with it until he just explodes the drive shaft.
That's awesome.
It's the funniest shit.
That's insane. Yeah, that's another level right there. Yeah. I can't be scrapping to $8,000 trucks like that though.
Well, they aren't even nice. They've got missing doors and the half the cab is missing.
Oh, I feel you. Yeah, no, that's awesome though. I like all of that. It's crazy. I mean, not the racism part, but I like I like all that shit. That's there's so many people on YouTube nowadays, it's such a big... Oh, that's what I think I was going to maybe ask you about is we were both talking about report. Do you do a Patreon?
No, I don't.
Well, I'm about to plug mine because I just started one the other day and I don't have YouTube ads. So check out the Patreon if you'd like to support the SpeedRacinJason Podcast. We also appreciated it. But yeah, I just started doing one of those. Have you ever thought about doing one? I mean, I don't make any money off of it because people hate me, but I think it's a cool idea.
I'm with you on that, but I don't want to guilt you or anything, but I kind of feel bad putting ads on my videos already. Yeah. Do you not put ads on the podcast?
No, I don't have ads. I'm not eligible. I don't even have enough watch time, bro.
You don't have 4,000 hours?
Nope.
No way.
Nope.
Dude, I'll give you a shout out. We gotta get.
Dude, I know that's what we're doing today. We're trying to bump it up. I'm getting closer and closer, and like the podcast really helps, because like it's not even as many people watching it, but it's the people that watch it, they watch for long periods. You know, like the average view duration on the Colby podcast I just did was like 13 minutes, and I'm like, dude, that's awesome. You know, if I can, because you know that's obviously people are staying for a lot longer than that, and so you know you get more and more people getting onto it, and then hopefully it'll kind of take off too. But yeah, I mean, I got a lot of videos that have a lot of views on it, you know, but most. And I don't know, I'm not the best at it, you know, and I'm always trying to learn better and better, but like, I understand when people get bored after like a minute montage of drifting, they're like, do I need to keep watching the 10-minute video, you know?
Yeah, but what I think it is like, you know, you get a Snapchat notification in the middle of a video, they click on that for a quick second, and then it just brings your retention span down, you know?
Oh, yeah, 100%, yeah, no, I think that happens all the time, but I'm just saying, like, they're choosing to, you know,
skip through
or they hop off,
the video.
You know, like, even though some of my videos have, like, a bigger amount of views, you know, like, I don't know how much I mean, I guess I kind of roughly do, but, like, and it obviously varies from video to video, but, yeah, I don't even have the eligibility to do that, so and I usually... And I see what you're saying, and like that's how I kind of used to feel. I was always like, should I like not even try and put ads if I was able to? And then same thing, like I feel kind of guilty begging for money sometimes on Patreon, but I'm also like, I'm still putting my content out there for free no matter what. Yeah. So like it's not like I'm trying to guilt trip anyone into it. I'm more just like, you know, and I'll joke around. I'm like, nobody likes me, and that's why I don't have. But like, you know, I just put it out there anyway. So it's like, if you're liking the content and you're like, look, man, I got $2 to give you a month, and it's also like, I don't make any money off of it, and I don't expect to because I just enjoy doing it. But on the same hand, I'm like, if people really like it, you know, like I started donating to this one podcast I really like, the Tuesdays with Stories on Patreon, and it's like, it's just because it's hilarious, and I'm like, I'll give them $2 a month, you know, like they're still up and coming and stuff, and I don't know, maybe eventually it'll kind of work out, but I just kind of started that, and so I was curious if you did any of it.
No, I don't, but it was another thing that, I was gonna say, like, you know, I'm gonna upload videos regardless, but you know, it's kind of, I don't know the word to say, but, you know, we're such small scale. Yeah. But it actually is kind of difficult, you know, doing weekly uploads because the amount of time that goes into editing, like a montage, or it's stressful. Yeah. Like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, my Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it's just painful, you know, trying to get that done. And then upload by like Wednesday or whenever I can even get it done.
Yeah, see, that's what I really am liking about doing the whole podcast is it takes me like 5 minutes to edit the whole thing, and like then I just toss it out there. And then what I'm trying to do is like, you know, the Pat's Acres is happening this weekend, and someone email me back, please, but I'm trying to be on media again, so, you know, I'll go out there and I'll go film all of the drift video, you know, all the drift clips out there, and then I'll put it together, but it'll take me a couple days, you know, and especially like the computer doesn't work very fast a lot of the times, you know, like I don't have the editing setup that those people have. But on the same hand, you know, I also used to kind of hold back some of the videos and I wouldn't like post them, or I'd like try and wait, you know, for my scheduled day. And I think that's probably better because people are like relying on you to post on Tuesdays, but with these podcasts, I've just been sending it. Like whenever I can.
I like that.
Yeah, that's what I think kind of the vibe is with this. And if I just keep doing those, and then I think it keeps people stuck around long enough waiting for the next drift video. They're like, oh yeah, he's still doing that. You know, maybe you don't watch every podcast that I post, but like, you know, I hope at least. I hope people are like kind of like, okay, yeah, I'm sticking around still, you know, even if they're not watching the podcast. I hope they're not like thinking that that's all I'm doing, because I'm still going to do the drift videos, but you're right. When you start doing an 8-minute or 10-minute long video, you know, and it's all edited and it's, and I don't know do you just use that one camera?
I use GoPros as well.
Yeah. I've slowly been incorporating like more and more like the same type of thing, you know, different angles, you know, 2 camera setups, and then like I have the drone up there. And so like, you know, if I have drone footage, camera footage, and GoPro footage is gonna be a 4-day long edit at least on that video. You know, to make sure I got everything I liked out of it and got it to all look the way I liked.
And a whole nother thing, your thumbnail game is just so top notch. Like
is it?
I just put
Thank
text
you.
and
I appreciate that.
But you put your face in the background and all that. That's.
Thank you. I appreciate it, sir, because I was starting to think my thumbnail game wasn't strong enough. I'm trying to get it up there. That's another thing that's another thing that's gonna take a couple hours. Out of each video and not really like I'm busting those out. I'm getting faster with it, but like it still takes me probably 45 or an hour. To crop all the way around real fast and put a different color in. And then just color, like do weird backgrounds and stuff But yeah, I've been trying to. I mean, dude, I've been doing it for a while. 2016 is when it started.
I've been hitting it for 8 months, and
so you're doing good, man.
I'm trying. I'm giving my best effort.
And let me just tell you, around a year, I was already kind of pretty close to my subscriber count as is. It's been a slow growth once my first year kind of happened.
Yeah.
But like the first year, I really grew because everyone, I just told everyone about what I was doing then, and all the people that were the friends and stuff subscribed. But I feel like around a year, I got like really weirdly burned out. And like, dude, I don't know. I feel like the YouTube career changed me a lot. Like I felt like I was even more outgoing than I was now, and like nowadays I'm almost like slower to do anything because of the YouTube. I'm like, are they even gonna watch it? I've already tried something similar to that. Do I waste my time so only 60 people see the video? But it's like, I don't know.
That's a factor in and of itself. Like, for the videos that I do where it's kind of like explaining stuff, and you got an hour of actual work turns into 3 hours with filming and all that, and then plus I've got a girlfriend and she gets on my ass that every day of the week I go and work on a car and she's got no time. And
I feel you, man. But that's kind of how I started too. I mainly did like tutorial videos, same type of deal. And I mean, a lot of the times, if it's something that I'm like, should I even film and edit it? Because it's like, it's going to take me an extra 2 or 3 hours on that project. I'm just replacing this one little part on the car. It's the same thing. Like I started filming a video yesterday of like, what should you do if you get a nail in your tire? Yeah. Because I'm like, that might pop off, and I got a nail in the tire. And so I like tried out a couple things, and I was like doing this little skit, and it was fucking embarrassing. So I was like, I'm out, bro. And I just kind of gave up, and I haven't went and got it fixed, but I'm like, do I even film the video? Are people going to watch it? Or it's like, but it's like, you should just send it, put in the time and try it out, because you never know, that could be the video that pops off. Yeah. I just feel like a lot of like people that don't do anything with cars, what do I do when I get a nail in my tire? Because I thought the same thing. I was like, I'm either taking it to Les Schwab, and if they tell me they charge for it now, I'm taking it at a discount.
Well, my thought is someone out there appreciates it, at least in the slightest. I like seeing that I make an impact, whether I love hate comments. I am fed
me
off
too.
Them. They are so good.
They're my favorite. I get them all the time, like on the Mustang video. Drifting, LOL, ROLF, gay. Yeah. That's what someone said on my last, and I was like, and I'm looking at their page, and I'm like, okay, I never drifted that Mustang like I said I was going to, but I did eventually drift my 240, and I still like consider myself like that I drift, So like, even though it's kind of sitting over there like gathering dust, but like this guy commented that, and I'm like, and I just look at it and I laugh, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like I just like laugh and I leave it up. I'm like, let someone else comment back to him. That's my favorite. Is one of my fans is like, you're gay. Like right back to him, and because that's the internet's favorite word.
And like I look at my analytics, and like my viewing age for the most part is like 55 to 65.
Really?
Yeah. So it's super funny. And then like I've had a few guys that make Instagram accounts just to like interact with me. Yeah. And just last week I had this guy make an account. He had like 3 followers or something. Like he followed his wife and his daughter or something. He goes to DM me. He says, "Look, your F100 video is hard to watch. You don't know anything about classic cars. Take the video down. You just lost a subscriber. And I go, you mean the F3?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, you don't know anything about classics, but he got the name of the car wrong right after watching it and reading the title. It's just so funny.
See, that's another level, big dog. I haven't gotten that. I get a lot of those comments straight on the YouTube video. I have gotten a couple people DM me, though, because there's this one video in particular I did, and it's how to fix my 240, and all the S14s come with this thing called a power window amplifier.
Yeah.
And so I filmed that at World of Speed, too. So
I watched that one, yeah.
Oh, you did see that one?
Yeah,
so that video, there was a wiring diagram that I used, but I never saved it. I just had the link.
Yeah.
And so I dropped it in the link of the description of the video. Well, of course, Photo Bucket or whatever it was, like, went down, so it, like, deleted all the photos. So this photo is lost, man.
Yeah.
And I've talked to a couple people from the original forum posts, like, does anybody have it? You know, because I was trying to get it for the people, because all the time I get messages. Hey, man, do you have that diagram? Do you have that wiring diagram? And I don't. And I don't think anybody does. And they go, I don't know what you did in the video. It doesn't make sense to me. And I'm like, I can't explain it to you any other way than that, because I don't have the diagram, and I'm also not going to go tear my door panel off my 240 and start fucking around with the wires trying to figure out which ones were which.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, just watch it, and hopefully you find a diagram somewhere.
Yeah.
But that one's got, like, I think, like 10K, or it's higher up in the viewers, you know, so those people are always hitting.
Yeah.
Anyone else understand? And I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. I wish I was better at filming when I filmed this video.
It's so funny, like, when they start beef with each other in the comments.
Yeah.
Laugh my ass off.
I think that's so crazy that you got the message. Like, they created an Instagram account just to try and roast you.
Yeah.
That's funny also, though, that your viewer age is higher. It makes sense because it is classics.
Yeah.
You know? But, like,
I mean, it's just like 40%, and then, like, I have like 10% on every other level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mine is all, like, exclusively. There's, like, 80% of it is 18 to, like, 24 or whatever that one is. Yeah. Or, like, 20, I don't know what it is. But, like, it's all in that weird little section right there.
Yeah.
How many females are watching your channel?
I think it's like 6%.
Yeah, I'm really embarrassed to say it, and I don't know. I'm not a woman hater or anything. I love you all, but I have 0% female viewership according to my YouTube thing. Yeah. Like, and I don't know if Abby over there is lying that she's watching my videos, or she's lying about her age on Google, but I'm just kidding. I love you. But yeah, I don't know. I have like 0% viewership from females, and I'm kind of like, damn, bro.
Yeah, but
no girls are watching a car vid? Yeah. Not a single one?
You can't really trust the YouTube analytics, though, you know?
No, you're total... I'm sorry, I just dropped the sticker. You are totally right, because I know there are girls watching it, because they have... Well, it could be catfish for all I know, but they have the girl picture, and they have, like, they have a girl name. Yeah. And, like, on the Caliber. No offense, that's a girl car, so I have gotten... I've gotten a lot of comments. My mom bought it. I bought it for her. I have gotten a lot of comments on, like, that one, and it's like, thank you, because I did, like, how to fix the tail light or whatever, and they're like, thank you, this is exactly what I was looking for, and I'm like, that's a female, so how's my viewership still at 0%? I don't know.
Understandable.
You're totally right. You probably can't trust the YouTube stuff, though.
Yeah. As long as they pay me, you know, a little bit accordingly.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. See? This is my goal. That was my goal from day one, and I still have not reached it. And let me just tell you, I kind of gave up.
When you get there, you know, don't hold high hopes.
Yeah.
Like
Well, technically, I made like 17 cents at one point in time. So before, and you've been doing it for like 8 months, so you might have been before the change, but before the 4,000 watch hours, it was just 1,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah.
And so I hit 1,000 subscribers, and right when I hit 1,000 subscribers, like 3 days later, they're like, they changed it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so you hit those marks, and then it takes like another month to actually get accepted and get on payroll. And then once you get there...
Yeah, see, I actually have that AdSense account and everything.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
So it takes like another month, and then once you do that, you have to make $100 before they send you your first paycheck.
Really?
Yeah.
See, because it used to only be $10 before you could cash it out. Yeah. Well, at least when I first got into it.
Yeah. Well,
I think at least.
And then you make like probably $2 to $8 every
Per
1,000 views.
Clicks. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and your CPM, that's the $2 to $8,
Yeah.
and it depends on what your CPM is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's cool though. That's definitely it's an achievement, and like you've already like hitting some pretty high views and stuff.
It's really just a bonus because I like making the videos.
Yeah,
and, it helps me find what I waste my money on.
Yeah, bro. And if you're getting hate mail, I think you're doing something right.
Oh yeah, I like on my Instagram page I have best comment, like one of those Instagram bubbles, best comments, and then hate comments or hate mail, and that's awesome. I load those things up.
Oh yeah, man. Well, we're already at 50 minutes. You got anything else you want to talk about?
We can end it here. If you'll have me back for another one, I can keep talking.
Bro, I'll definitely have you back on whenever. You've been a great guest. You've got plenty of stories, and I know you do, so you could definitely come back on at any point in time. And now you know where I live, so just come on over. I'm here. This is where I'm at. Anything else, man? You just talked to these people for 50 minutes. You got any last-minute statements?
If they've got some time, check me out. I promise you that I can humor you once. If I don't, leave some hate. I'll reply back to you for sure. But yeah, if you're into the classic stuff, check me out. I won't let you down.
For sure, check out El Camino Kyle. Just do the quick YouTube search. It won't be hard. Sorry, Abby's doing the great job of a producer right now and trying to end it for us so we look even more professional than usual. We got guests on tonight and we're having a good time. I'm again, thank you so much for coming on. I'm glad we met from Spain and everything like that. Shout out to him. Shout out to you, man. Go check him out. El Camino Kyle, YouTube, Instagram. Check him out on something, and then you just watch his videos, you know. Yeah.
Thanks, boys.
Anything else? That's it. Thanks, boys. What's your thing? What's your live by real fast? Give me a quick live by.
Like my ending?
Just like something that these people are gonna like go, damn, El Camino Kyle just dropped some knowledge on me and now I have a different life perspective.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, that's totally okay. Me neither. Have a good day, everyone. Love you. Bye.